Good morning out there in YouTube land. My red light is on. Welcome to freaking Jeep. My name's John and it's 10 o'clock in the morning and the red light means the boiler's hungry. So we're walking down to see how that green wood, I put a lot of not very dried wood in there, not like fresh cut down stuff. You saw me put the moisture meter on it and some of it went up to 40% in some spots. Most of it was a little bit below that. I don't have the tripod. Where's the tripod? It might be up in there. I think it's in the back of that. I hope you saw that. Anyhow, we're gonna go down and do a morning opening. See how much water sludge we got here that we got to get out. Every morning you got to dump the condensate out. Now this is in the I don't know if you're seeing that. Watch it when I'm doing. I'll dump the rest of it out later. And I get quite a bit of that. I was putting some of that poplar in that had high thing. Now this boiler works different than most boilers. And the door is, ouch, snow white and hot. That's the coals I got left after, we got a little over 11 and a half. I fired it, I put it in at 10:30 last night. It's 10 now, so 11 and a half hours. So this boiler here saves its heat through refractory cement. There's 4 inches all the way around to this thing. And that's why it burns a lot cleaner, because the fire gets a lot hotter and burns that up. So, and then I think you can see all the holes. That's where all the air comes in at, through the other side where it just was. Anyhow, most of the boilers that are manufactured nowadays store their heat in the water, but the sides are all against the water, so they can't get more than basically a couple hundred degrees. As that flame hits the metal, the water on the other side keeps it cooled down so the metal doesn't get that hot. So they have a tendency to get real smudgy inside, especially when they shut down. This thing here is so hot and the fire is hot, so it saves the heat in the block or in the refractory cement. So that's just kind of a morning look at the boiler. And I got a tool. I screwed up when I made this. We screwed up when we made this. Should have air intakes on this side also. So all the wood, it burns that side first and then burns into this side, which I don't know whether it's good or not. And the firebox is really bigger than it needs to be. This door is 4 foot wide. I think it might be 18 inches that way. And I can't pick up stuff that big. These are about what I'll pick up, and those were the poplar that I just tested the other day. I'm gonna put them in there, but I put the nice dry wood in there first. Now I made this tool, which I don't know, like I said, I don't have the tripod. I can't pick it up with one hand, and as all this does is just pushes all the, I can't work it with one hand, just pushes all that stuff up, and that gives a real good bed of coals for the next stuff that I put on. I'm trying to do this one hand, which I don't normally do it with one hand. This is actually pretty heavy. That is my bed of coals down there. Now I'll throw a few sticks of this nice dry ash on there, and then I'm gonna throw that stuff in there and let it burn up. And I think, pretty sure, that I'm going to go down and split some of that wood just to clean up the wood yard a little bit, because it's frozen. It went down to I think it was 17 when I got up this morning. Anyway, thought you guys might be interested in the green wood. This boiler burns so hot that it just it's like a gasification boiler, I guess, a little bit. When you throw the new wood in, though, it does have a tendency to smoke, but I think they all do. Actually, that's probably more steam than smoke. Anyway, I'm going to load this thing up and go back in where it's warm, because I'm out here in my slippers. I think I'm on a boat. They're actually the dock boats or boat dockers or something. I don't know what they are. Anyway, we'll be back in a while. That's what it looks like out on the porch. And we got various lights we can turn on out here. I'm not going to turn that one on. There's one on the fan right there. There's one. I guess I'll zoom you in. Whoops, not zooming very good. There's the other lights. Kind of shows it maybe a little bit better. Fun thing to do. Bye-bye. Well, we're back out here at the boiler. Still here at the boiler. I just put the wood in. I keep my mittens up there on the uninsulated gloves. I'm not too efficient in the insulation here. Got some done. That's that poplar I just put in, and I'm not even giving it air right now. It's just kind of burning on its own. Watch when I give it air. I'll have to shut the door probably pretty right away. Now the air's coming on. Can you hear it? It's a torch in there. We're only a minute from the last video. And the front door smokes and leaks and all that kind of stuff, but I just don't really care a whole lot anymore. Now the temperature up there, you'll start watching the stack temperature. There it goes. It's going up. There it's at 170. It's got a lot of flame in there right now. There's 180. 190. 200. And the temperature of the water is coming up. And the house is calling. You can hear the house calling. And look at what time it is. If you can see that, there's so much glare on it. It's 5 after 10. Yes. Yeah, the door smokes. Give up on caring about that. I used to reseal the door all the time and just don't care anymore. Anyhow, I'll empty that later because it's cold out here and I'm going in. So that's my morning feed the boiler and a couple looks at some of it. It is chilly out here today. I think it's I think it might be 19 right now. Not sure. We'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye. Well, it's flurrying out here a little bit, so we're starting to get going. It's a little bit later on, like 12 o'clock, maybe quarter after 12. We're in a boiler room area, and it's quarter after 12. I had to put some screws in that back rail. I don't know if you recall a picture or a show, I don't know, a couple shows ago, that whole backboard kind of fell out. As these pallets rot out, you get more and more repairs necessary. And you can see that one there is not even hooked in. That bottom rail is just rotted beyond hope. And then it loses the ability to pull this. I might have to tie a string around that, or I got a rope on there. I'm trying to go down and get a little wood split. Don't forget, I'll show you later today what I got. But don't get too excited about it or worked up over it. It'll be in this video. And I need my head checked for getting it. Or just zoom forward till you find it. Anyhow, yeah, I think I'll tie a rope around this and tie it around there and pull it, because this is getting, it actually feels pretty solid, but when you start getting some wood in it, it floats out pretty quick. So we're going to be picking it up with that beast and then going down to the wood splitter. It started yesterday. And then I got cover up to do. They say it's going to rain. Let's see, it's about 28 right now. They say it's going to rain tomorrow, I think, or snow tonight, rain tomorrow. I don't know what's going on. And that's supposed to get super cold down to 1-digit numbers, like 5 degrees here, which is a little chilly for Maryland. So we'll be back in a little bit. Well, I got this covered up and that covered up. This really is probably not the smartest thing to cover up, because when you cover it up, then the water and moisture goes down here and creates a big ice cube. Did you like that ice thing that I showed you in the nighttime? I think I have it on by the time I get this on. I got to turn that around because you can't. If I go, I just got to turn around. Anyhow, that's just an update. I'm going over there and see what I can do around the wood splitting area. You know what I could do in that thing, and I think I'll do that. You know I save everything and I'm cheap. These are old fan blades covers off AC units. I think I can cut that to fit over the top of that unit, cut it to size. I might do that. Probably won't be today though. Too daggone cold out. All right, got that covered up. Nice little bit of snow, but it doesn't look like it's going to last too much longer, so I'll be all right. Bye-bye. Well, guys, I don't know how long I'll last, or the splitter will last. It's kind of cold, warming it up a little bit. And this is more oak than I wanted. I forgot that when I loaded this up there, it was oak. Yeah, I'm splitting wood in the snow splitting. Anyway, I'm just playing around. Too slippery down here. Well, I didn't bring any equipment to get that out of there, and it's sunk in deep. It's pretty awkward splitting because that's got such a buildup of snow and ice down there. I'm not getting any traction. I don't know why that didn't go through there. I guess maybe because it's cold, or maybe there's a knot in there. There's no reason for that to have not gone through that. I don't see a knot in it. But I gotta go get a sledgehammer and get that one out. So I'll bring you back after a while. I got some other things to do on this particular video also. But I'd like to get that filled up, and I want to get that poplar on top. So I didn't remember that this was oak, so I'm splitting it real small. So we'll be back for more snow splitting in a little bit, I think. Bye-bye. Well, you saw me get it stuck, so I figured I walked up to the barn up there, which is only here, right up there. Got a splitting maul, and I figured you saw me get it stuck, so you can see me finish that one off, and then you guys are going back into hibernation. Every time I get you guys out, I got to take my mittens off and then put it back on, then take it back off, and I'll put it back on. It's chilly willy out here. It won't take much to pound this off. This wood splitter doesn't have a whole lot of pressure to it. So if it gets into much of anything, it clunks out. It's also suspended in the back, so if I hit it at the top, it'll go down, I think. Yeah, it's going. Until I got to there. I still don't see any reason for that not to have gone through there. But we will see if we can't tear it up a little bit better. On. All split up. I got more stuff to put in that video, that big surprise. So I want to don't want the video to go too long. So I'll put you back in hibernation. Well, this is a less than a minute update. Everything that was in here is now split and in there. There are a couple gnarly pieces in there. This is a poplar. I want to get it split and more toward the front than that oak, because I know that oak is real wet. And it kind of be an experiment to see how white the boiler is tomorrow, because I'm going to put this stuff in there. This stuff here is all sitting right on the ground too, so I know it's got some moisture in it. Anyhow, less than a minute. I'll bring you back when I have this all through that and there. And the worst thing about this is that's about 3 inches high, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. And this is heaved up a little bit and hitting back there and not making the thing go all the way back quite as far as I like it to go. It's slowing down a little early. But the snow's not particularly bothering me too much. It's it's definitely different than in a nice day. Up over a minute. Bye. It's a half-minute update. Got a nice quarter of wood there, big chunks. We'll see how that burns in the boiler. I got to take the bucket off. I got to wait till the mufflers cool down on that so I can put the cover on it. It was supposed to stop snowing an hour ago. And then I got to put the forks on, pick that up, and take it up the boiler. So we'll meet you for another 30-second update up at the boiler in a minute or two. Bye-bye. 30-second wrap-up. The wood's in, the machine's in. You can see I'm burning those big chunks in there right now. And let me tell you, right now here it's hot. And here is, if you look at the door, I don't know, that's not coming focused up in the camera. Snow white. Now where it condensates around the top a little bit, where the insulation, there's not any insulation between like here and there. It condensates, you get a little crud there, but other than that, it burns everything up really good. So, 30 seconds is up. Maybe we'll make it a few. I still got to get that stuff, and I'm hoping the snow's going to break so I can get that stuff and show you what I got. But I'll give you a clue. This is a real good, I'll give you two clues. It's not a Husqvarna chainsaw. That's one clue. It doesn't have anything to do with firewood. There's your two clues. Leave a comment down below if you think you know what it is, but you're going to see it in a minute or two anyway. Bye-bye. Hi guys. Well, I'll make another one of those ice things. Just playing around. Getting back out. It's a little bit later in the afternoon than I wanted to. It's hard getting out when I was in there playing on the confuser. Can you see the boiler? I got all that wet wood in there. That's steam coming out of there. When it's not running, there's just steam coming out of there. And I kind of don't think I want that. You can't see it at this angle. You can only see it maybe, yeah, you can see it with the tree coming on. Anyhow, the trouble with the steam is, I think the boiler pot, I can't think, trying to get through the, not falling on my butt. I don't have ice cleats on. Anyhow, I think that the problem is going to be that it'll probably be stay dry down here, but once you have that hot steam hitting the cold tubes, I think it's going to condensate in there. I don't know what we're going to find in here. Yeah, see, it's not snow white right now. It's just sitting in there kind of smudging along. Once it fires up, it'll probably dry out some. But it's not snow white, so I think I'm going to start backing off. I loaded that thing up heavy with green wood. My minute's up here, so I got to go get that surprise out for you guys. Did you come up with what you thought it was? Anyway, I'm going to go up and get it, bringing you along. Bye-bye. Well, guys, have I milked this enough yet? This ain't all that much, but there's 3 of them in the trunk. And I do need my head check for getting them. Pop the trunk. Put this aside so you can see it, maybe. Or not. There it is. Oh man, trunk didn't want to go up. You know what's in here? I don't know which the top or the bottom. Somehow you pull those strings and they come out, but I never could figure that out. This has got to be the top because it's not sewed. I'm going to leave the other 2 in there. Now you got to know what it is. Now you got to know that I need my head checked. Sometimes you get lucky and you pull one of these and they just come out. I know there's a way to do that, but I have yet ever been able to do that. I don't think, nah, it ain't coming that way. For some reason, that's something that I could never do. Never do. And I know if you get it just right, they go, but guess what? I ain't there. Anyhow, you guys probably know how to do that. And I'm not going to take up all your time me trying to get that open. So I'll bring you back in a minute or two. Because I know you're dying to find out what it is, and then you're going to go, you idiot. Hold on. Okay, you're back. Look at it. Corn. I'm going to feed the deer. I hate the deer. I need my head checked. And there's even corn cob. Anyhow, it took me a couple minutes to get that open, which ain't no big deal. But that's what it is. Now I got to figure out where I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to go put it out on the woods line out there. But before I go out and do that, I got to plug in the generator. The people are supposed to come out and put that governor thing on there tomorrow. I don't know whether they will or not. And this thing has got a, I don't know what you call it. It's over here. And it comes out over here, which you can't see. Whoops. Somehow I'll get it out here. Man, everything is frozen. Frozen like a rock. Holy cow. What it has, I don't know if you can see it, it has an extension cord on a reel that and it runs an amp gauge, which is the covers come off of it, and man, that doesn't want to come out of there at all. And it also runs a heater, so this thing will be all warmed up tomorrow when it comes up. It should theoretically, hopefully, with the best of luck, come on. So seeing that doesn't come out that easy, I'm going to go do it on my own and put you guys back in my pocket and keep you warm. Bye-bye. Well, here's where we're going to dump it. We're on the woods line and kind of can enjoy, hopefully, watching them. I mean, I didn't do it not to have entertainment. I mean, you pay for Netflix or all those TV shows. So I'm just going to dump it here. I don't see any current real fresh cracks. So we'll see what goes on tomorrow. Oh my goodness. There's a 50-pound bag. I don't know how much I should let them guys have, but I don't think I'm going to give them 50 pounds. But that ought to get them going. And I don't know if I said that earlier because I don't remember what I say 1 minute to the next. A couple things I don't like in life, and one of them's being hungry and the other one's being cold. So I kind of feel sorry for those little forest rats, big forest rats, but they are entertaining when they're not eating up my apple trees. So hopefully this will help them out a little bit, put a little spread like that out every night, and might help some. I don't know. I'm going in because my hands to work the camera has got to be out of the mittens. So I'm getting cold and I'm going inside and fix me some dinner. And you guys ought to be able to see this video, I hope, after dark. I did hook up the generator to the thing. That took a couple minutes. It's about, I think it's about 28 out here right now. A little breezy. You can see the trees going a little bit, but that I think is going to be put me up to about the 30-minute range for a video, which is too long. We'll see you. Bye-bye.